Welcome back to the URM Academy YouTube channel, where we train you, the next generation of audio professionals. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the small bell button to get notified whenever we put up another great video for you. In today's video, the legendary Forrester Savell is going to show you how to use natural room ambience on guitars to give them a unique sound. It's all too easy to reach for a go-to effect or plugin when trying to add ambience to guitars, but sometimes the solution can be found right at the source tones. By combining creative miking and tasteful blending, you can craft a guitar tone that sounds like none other. After all, isn't that the end goal? This video is just one small part of our much bigger fast track course, Creating Ambience with Forrester Savell, which is available in our URM Enhanced program. More details on that at the end of this video. Let's get started.
So now we're back in my studio and we've got the session open for the guitar recording that we did at Studio Circuit. So first thing I'm going to do is just solo the dry guitar sound. So we've got the 414 and the 57 directly on the cab. We're just going to hear those first. So I'd like a combination of those. So now let's just go through the different stereo pairs of natural room ambience mics that we recorded. First up is the U87. So as you can hear in that one, it sounds quite close to the source. It adds a little bit of width to it. There's a bit of bottom end going on, so I would do some processing on that one to get exactly how I like it, but let's just keep listening through to the other ones and see how they sound. So next up we've got the Rode NTR ribbon microphones that were far back in the room. Let's have a listen to how they sound. So you can hear these ones sound a little bit further back. There's a little bit more space around the dry sound now. I do like the sound of those. Next up we've got the chamber microphones. This was a pair of 414s hiding behind the door in that back chamber. Let's have a listen to those. So that's got a really big, deep sound, which I really enjoy. I think that's really suitable for what we're going for with this guitar part. And finally, we've got the Chandler Red microphone that I placed in the middle of the room. I'm just going to turn that up and see how that one sounds. So I think I'd have that one just at a fairly low level. It just adds a tiny little bit of depth. If I have it too loud, it starts to sound a little bit bathroomy or very small sounding. So just at the right volume, it's going to add some sort of dimension to the original guitar tracks. So let's just have a bit of a balance of those natural room ambiences and see if we can create a cool space around those dry guitar sounds. I'm just going to play with the faders and just see if I can settle on something that sounds cool. One last trick I'd like to do with this is just add a little bit of compression to perhaps the closer sources like the U87 pair, and just see if that enhances the room when I squash it a little bit. So as you can hear when I'm muting the group of room mics there, it's definitely adding a dimension and space to those dry guitar tracks. So definitely something that I think is improving the sound of this guitar part. So what I would like to do in a final mix would be combine all those room ambiences together, EQ them, take a little bit of the bottom end out, and that would probably end up being something that I'd adjust while I'm listening to the entire song. In this fast track, we're going to touch on the different types of ambience and what each type can do for your mixes. We'll go over creating natural ambiences as well as creating synthetic ambience over raw source material that's recorded in this class. I'll also take you through each individual instrument group of the song Dead Man by the band Karnivool and explain what my thought process was behind creating the ambiences of each section. Later on in this fast track, we'll cover some advanced ambience concepts like convolution reverb, as well as some experimental tricks you can use to create unconventional effects that can ultimately become personalised to your own sound. I hope you're excited. There's lots of great material in this course, so get ready, let's begin.